morning, trophies. Happy Thursday, unless you're doing this class on another day. Happy trophy stretching, trophy body training day. Welcome to this 20-minute easy class where we're going to be building the foundation of our health, of our flexibility, and of our strength. The foundation of our health, flexibility, and strength really is our joint health. So we're really gonna stretch the muscles, tendons, ligaments around the joints. We're gonna pump our lymphatic system. We're going to bring circulation throughout our entire body. We're gonna bring our heart rate up. We're gonna be nose breathing, and we're gonna feel amazing while we move our beautiful trophy bodies for 20 minutes together today, okay? So I'm Sally, just so you know who is your trainer today. Welcome to I Jump Instead. I'm so happy you're here. Today we're going to be lay bouncing, so I'm gonna ask you to grab a pillow that will work for you to lay your head on while we lay down on our rebounders. So the pillow will be over the whichever you have, spring or bungees, around the rim of the rebounder, and then you're gonna lay your back on the mat, and then you're gonna have your feet up in the air or on the ground, depending on how you want to lay bounce. And so I need you to grab one of those so that you're ready to go for that. I also want to say that every rebounder is different, so your bounce speed might be different than mine, but the goal here is to work with our rebounder so we're in sync with the up and the down, because that's where the stretching is happening. That's where the lymphatic pumping is happening. That's where the circulation is happening. And so we want you to go with your rebounder at your own pace so you're not caught up in my speed. But I'm gonna be going generally slow and safe, because that's how we get into our joints, our ligaments, tendons, tissues, and muscles the safest. We move the slowest, and we're up on this resistance mat, so a little bit goes a long way, because this is a very efficient tool to stretch and train our bodies. So we don't have to go hard, twist hard, stretch hard. We're just going to let the rebounder take care of us, and we're gonna have it easy world, okay? So I just wanna let you know that we also like to go barefoot, but if you do have shoes, make sure your feet aren't sliding around in your shoes, because you need to have the most support possible. We also use a handlebar in class, so make sure that you have a handlebar attached and that it's also up to about your waist for maximum performance, okay? We're gonna be doing moves where you need to have your handlebar for safety, because we're gonna be stretching and we're gonna be leaning, and we need you to be able to lean and stretch your body while holding on to the handlebar, okay? That is it for everything. If you are interested in the rebounders that we love and use and recommend, you can find those on our website, ijumpinstead.com. And now let's go ahead and get started with class. Okay, thank you so much for letting me chit chat with you a little bit. Let's start our 20 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and put my pillow off to the side for now. Gonna gently step up on my rebounder, and I'm gonna hold on to my handlebar, and I'm gonna come into a standing position. And I'm also gonna have my feet just past hip width, just past shoulder width, where I feel the most stable here. If we have it too narrow, we won't feel as stable. If we have our legs too wide, that could be hard on our knees. We just wanna have it where we feel natural. And then we're gonna bounce, standing up and down, because this is our everyday body position, moving around life. So we wanna bring this up onto the rebounder and put the flushing and the massaging into this position. Then we will heal and strengthen ourselves in the standing position. So let's go ahead and stand as tall as we can, and the handlebar is here to help us. So I want us to stretch up through our spine, keep the feet flat, and then keep the chin parallel. So you're really lifting up through your spine like you're pulling a string up through your head. Now, if you're too close to your handlebar, you're not gonna feel as sturdy. Find that position where you can have your hands, the backs of your hands, on your handlebar. You can feel your core engage, your feet are flat, you're standing tall, and you're stretching. Now we're nose breathing. We want you to keep your jaw closed, and we want you to keep your tongue up on the roof of your mouth. Can you feel that? It's okay if you can't remember the whole class, but that's what we're aiming for. Jaw closed, lips together, tongue up, relaxed eyes, okay? We're gonna go ahead and take one hand and wrap it on the handlebar. We're gonna baby bounce here, and then we're gonna open up and do some Tai Chi twists. So all we're gonna do is stand tall through our legs, no locking out the knees, but there's just a slight bend here. And then we're gonna stay upright and poised as we twist open on one side, and then we're gonna come back to center, staying as tall as possible, and twist to the other side. While we do this, we're gonna notice that our feet stay grounded on the mat, and that's gonna help us stretch our ankles, knees, hips, and spine, and we're even stretching our neck. So keep doing these beautiful Tai Chi twists as you breathe through your nose and stand tall. Excellent job, trophies. Finding your poise, noticing that you're able to twist a little bit deeper with each twist, turning your head just a little bit to get into your neck, and now come back to facing forward. Let's go ahead and hold the handlebar, make sure the core is engaged while we just gently lean our heads forward. We want to stretch our neck, stretch our spines, and just look down a little bit. You could even throw a little hunch here into your upper back while you bob safely, and then come back up and stand as tall as you can. Stick your chest out, give yourself a little bit of a pull back in your shoulders, and then come back upright to just a normal standing position. Take your hand, put it behind your head, and stand as tall as you can while you lean your head back into your hand and stretch your shoulder. Nose breathe, relax your body, and feel your whole body bouncing up and down and stretching. Let's go ahead and smoothly just open up with a little twist here, keeping our head in our hand. Come back to center, and then we're gonna just gently lean over, stretching underneath our stretched shoulder here, giving ourselves a little side bend and still lifting straight up through the spine for maximum posture. Let's go ahead and switch hands. Put your other hand behind your head here. Gently relax and stretch, standing tall and nose breathing. I want you to quiet your breathing and relax your breathing. Let's go ahead and open up to the side. Excellent job. Just gently stretching, relaxing. Come back to center. Do a little bend over, a little side bend. Feeling so good. And then come back up. Baby bouncing, and drop your hand. Perfect. Let's go ahead and stop bouncing here, and let's do our hip rocks. So stand tall, trophies. You're gonna push your weight into the balls of your feet, and you're gonna swing your hips back and forth. You're using your handlebar to make sure that you stay right down the middle of your mat with your head, and then you rock your hips. Pull your core in, breathe smoothly. And then when you come into your side, one leg, push down into your heel, come back up, push down into your other heel. Last one, stick your butt out just a little bit more. Stretch those hips gloriously. It feels so good. Come back to center, stand poised, and baby bounce here. Perfect. Now we're gonna do some hip dips. So I'm gonna show you one mid bounce here where we point our knees out one at a time. If that's too fast of a speed, we're gonna point out and do 3 bounces. 2, 3, 4, point, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. So you can be with the 3 mid bounces or the 1. we want to dip and land on the balls of our foot here, but the weight is always on the other leg. When we point the knee out, the weight is mostly on the other leg. And that helps us to dig into our hips, dip into our hips, and stretch the hips. Then when we come up onto the balls of the feet, we activate the calf muscles and we strengthen our ankles. So let's go ahead and just let our bodies stretch, stand tall and poised, continue to relax your eye muscles, keep your jaw closed, and slowly, calmly, quietly breathe. Perfect. We're going to introduce a new move today. We're going to do ski patrol, come back to normal bouncing. You might need to come a few inches back here, and ski patrol brings one foot in front of the other, and we're just gonna rock back and forth here. A little boogie, little ski patrol, okay? This helps us to just stretch the knees in a new angle, and we also don't need to step all the way to the sides of our mat. We can just be right here in the middle, easy. If this is too easy for you, you are welcome to come to a no mid bounce ski patrol. Make sure that you land more on the balls of your feet and you stand tall. You're standing tall no matter what here. And you're boogieing, you're stretching, strengthening, and getting your body nice and adapted to rebounding so that you can feel the flexibility and health that comes with daily rebounding. Excellent. We're going to go ahead and come to a stop and do some health bounce. And now we're going to stop bouncing and we're going to do some baby squats. So a nice wide stance. Let's squat down and come back up, and squat down and come back up. This time put your fingers in your core, squat down, feel your core contracted here, and stand up and baby bounce. We're breathing. We're noticing our heart rate comes up a little bit, so we give our body what it needs, which is that warm filtered air through our nose. Our muscles relax, our heart rate comes down, and then we can do 3 more baby squats in 3, 2, 1. Let's stop bouncing, come down and back up. Feel that core engaged, come down and back up. And last one, come down and come back up, and health bounce. Perfect. Let's go ahead and do a little glute tuck. So where your feet are, slide your heels in just a hair, and then you're going to tuck your glutes underneath, and you're gonna give your glutes a little squeeze. Hold the squeeze, stand tall, and see if you can hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, stand tall, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, excellent. Go ahead and bring your heels back out so that we're at parallel here. We're gonna do one more arm movement to strengthen our arms. Take your right hand, put it on your shoulder here, fingertips on your shoulder, okay? And now when you pull your arm up, I want you to internally squeeze. I want you to stand tall, health bouncing with flat feet. This is where all the magic is happening, okay? Resistance, release, resistance, release. You are coming into a flexed position, a squeeze and a hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and switch arms. Put your fingers on your shoulder, bring your elbow all the way out to the side, stand tall, mouth posture, squeeze internally here, poise, chin is parallel to the ground. Excellent. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch hands. Put your other hand on your waist here. And I want you to not have too much of a bend in your wrist, just a little bit of a bend in your wrist. If it actually helps you to position your hand in any way that feels the safest for you, that could mean having your fingers pointing down. And then I want you to feel the squeeze happening in your arm. So if you can grab here with a thumb back, fingers forward, that's great. Just don't put too much of a bend in your wrist. A little bit goes a long way here. And what I want you to do is squeeze your arm. Let's go ahead and stand tall and poised. And you're free to move your hand around as well. You might find you get enough stretching here. You move hand positions for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and drop your hand here. Put your hand on your handlebar. Switching sides. Stand tall, internally squeeze, and hold. Quiet, calm nose breathing. Feeling your power in your arms. If you need to switch positions here, even if your fingers are just into your hips, that's all that matters. You just need to have some support here. And I want your wrist feeling safe and strong, getting a little bit of a stretch for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Okay, let's stop bouncing. We're gonna do we're actually gonna keep bouncing, but you do have the option to do no bouncing here. So we're gonna be doing our side leg lifts. We're gonna be rocking back and forth and lifting our legs, and we're just gonna be moving our hands along the handlebar here. So if we can do this with bouncing, just low bouncing here, leg lift, then drop your foot. So we've got a wide stance here, so that helps us lift and drop. Now, if you can lift your foot higher, go ahead and give me a higher lift. If you can, lift your opposite arm and stand poised and hold the bounce here, feeling your core and back engaged. You're welcome to do that with me as well. What I want is power in your abs, in your back, in your hips, and I also want you going at your own pace. I want you progressing and feeling stronger and stronger with every class. So if you're not bouncing here, you can still do these stretches, these strengthening moves, and be as safe and sturdy as possible. Let's go ahead and do 2 more. I want you to calm your breathing down. Last one. Beautiful. Let's drop. Let's turn to the side. So we're holding onto our handlebars safely here. So this is optional bouncing again, and we're going to be balancing on one foot, and we're going to be lifting our knee and just leaning slightly back here while we keep our jaw closed and our lips tight, little tightening around our jawline, okay? So when we lean back, we're getting a little extra tightening of the cheeks. And then drop your foot and switch. Now, if you can stick your leg out and give me a pointed toe leg flex, that's wonderful. You're also welcome to pull your arm up to keep you up and poised and drop, and you notice your back is strengthening, your core is strengthening. Excellent. And you don't have to be bouncing here. Remember, you could just be lifting and leaning and be safe, poised, stretching and strengthening your body. Let's do 2 more. Excellent. 1 more. Perfect. Let's go ahead and do now our front leaning back kick. So we're just going to continue by balancing on one foot, lifting one leg, and leaning just a little bit forward, and then coming back. You're also welcome to lift your opposite arm up. You're welcome to lean as far forward as it's safe for you. And you're also welcome to lift your chest up here and hold dancer pose, or have your chest lower and hold warrior 3, and then drop. Keep breathing gently, smoothly, and calmly. Go at your own pace. Again, no bouncing would be wonderful and beautiful. Hold that core in strong. Feel your body moving in these beautiful positions, stretching and strengthening. And then we'll go ahead and health bounce. These positions that we're doing are very powerful. And so as long as you health bounce before and after doing these movements, if you're not bouncing during these movements, you're good to go. Let's go ahead and get into our lay bounce position with our pillow. So I'm gonna have you step off your rebounder, grab your pillow, put your pillow, I'll put it on this side, next to one of your handlebars. You're also welcome to have your pillow underneath the handlebar. I'm gonna have it side to side here so I can show you. We're gonna sit down, we're gonna lay down on our mats, on our backs, and we're gonna put our head on our pillow and relax, okay? Now, we have our feet up in the air. I want us to go ahead and straighten our legs up here. Some of you seasoned jump stars can go ahead and get bouncing here. If you wanna give bouncing a try, you just need to get some momentum going in your hips and then you can bounce. If you can't bounce here, I want you to hold your legs up and I want you to point your toes. So if you're bouncing, I still want you to point your toes. One of the things that's easy to do is actually point one toe at a time while your other foot is flexed in the full flex position. So you point one toe and flex the other, and point one toe and flex the other. So let's do that all together, whether you're bouncing or not. Point one toe and flex the other, point one toe and flex the other. Perfect. Stretch and stretch and stretch. And then I want you to see if you can bounce, putting your feet together and just moving your feet up and down like this. At the very least, I know you can just give your back a little bit of a massage if bouncing is proving to be a little bit hard. Now, I also want us to try one more thing. With or without bouncing, I want us to lift our heads up. So this is gonna help strengthen our neck. So if you're not bouncing, I want you to lift your head and drop it. Lift your head and drop it. One more, lift your head and drop it. Perfect. Now I'm going to have you open up your knees and stretch your knees apart while we gently nose breathe. No bouncing, just stretching. And then if you can, grab your feet here and do happy baby. I want you to grab your feet here and pull your knees down into your armpits and do happy baby. If that's too hard for you, you're welcome to just pull your legs forward and do some rocking. So you're pulling your legs here. You can have your feet together for maximum support and give your hamstrings a little bit of a stretch. Perfect. Excellent job. Let's go ahead and do a quick 5 toe touches. We're going to drop our toes down to the floor and then we're going to straighten up our legs here. If you just want to do one at a time, that's fine too. Let's do 4 more. 4. Keep your back flat on your mat. 3. Excellent job. We're going to go 2 more. I want you to relax your eyes. I want you to keep calm in your breathing. And that was the last one. Perfect. So let's go ahead and drop our feet down and safely stand up by reaching back and pushing up into our mats. And then we're going to remove our pillows and we're going to go ahead and safely stand up again using our handlebar. Excellent. Get back onto our rebounders. Get health bouncing here. We still got a little more time, and so we're going to end on a more strengthening note. I'm going to have us go ahead and start pushing into our mat. We're going to be doing squat walking here. What a wonderful opportunity we have to safely strengthen our legs all the way up through our core because we have this very soft resistance mat to push our feet into. So no impact on the body, on the joints, and we're strengthening our legs, core, like I said, hips, our joints, our knees. Everything is getting stronger and healthier. So just by walking, and I really love to stand poised here, trophies, as you know. Keep the core engaged, keep the obliques engaged, and gently nose breathe. Excellent. Let's go ahead and take our steps. I'm going to widen my hands and I'm going to take my steps in and we're just going to do some marching here in the middle of the mat. And I'm also going to have us bring our knees up a little bit higher for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then come back to squat walking with a wide stance. Excellent. And now we're going to go into squat bouncing. So come into the middle, grab your core, lean forward a little bit and bounce with both feet. This is an opportunity for you to keep your core strong while you find out how you feel in this squatted position while you bounce, because there's many ways to do it. You can sit upright like this and bounce with bent knees, squatted bouncing. You could also lean forward and stick your bum out a little bit. And you could also lean forward and tuck your bum under. So I like to explore all 3. So we're gonna stand tall. We're gonna lean forward and stick our butt out and lean more into our heels. And then we're gonna tuck our bum under and bounce into the fronts of our legs. And then we're gonna stand up tall and then we're gonna bounce. So when you come down, so when you're standing here and you come down, you have to just bounce with your lower body. You hold your handlebar. That makes it easier because bouncing with your full body with bent knees is too hard. So we just bounce with our lower body. That's what the handlebar is here to help you do. Bounce. See that? And then you can stick your butt out, and then you can tuck your butt under, and you can stick your butt out, and you can tuck your butt under. And then come back up to a normal health bounce. Breathe in, breathe out, and breathe in and breathe out. Let's go ahead and take our thumb. We're going to put it over one nostril, and let's go ahead and inhale. Exhale. Switch nostrils. Inhale. Exhale. Hands on the handlebar. Inhale. And we're going to do a breath hold. Exhale. Close your throat. Hold your breath. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and grab a breath. But I do want you to, we're going to do one more. And I want you to see if you can hold your breath a little bit longer, okay? So go ahead and take an inhale. Stand tall. Exhale. Hold. Relax your eyes. Relax your body. And then when you need air, inhale and exhale. The last exercise we're going to do is the lung breaths. So go ahead and take one arm up to an up diagonal reach, and we're going to go like this. So we're just throwing an exhale into the bottom of the pull down, and it happens to be at the bottom of the bounce. And so we're going to do 3 in a row in 3, 2, 1. Perfect. You'll get it on this time. If you didn't get it the first time, we're going to do the same on the other side in 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Now just relax. Let's do an inhale together. Just a small inhale. And then we're going to hum. Let's switch notes. Inhale. Last note, inhale. Inhale and exhale and relax. I like to spend just 5 seconds without any bouncing while we stand on our mat, and we notice and we can feel the energy moving around our bodies. Bouncing is so invigorating for energizing the body, for boosting our mood, for increasing digestion, for stretching and strengthening every single, cell in the entire body, even though cells don't get stretched, but we're gaining flexibility and we're strengthening our entire body. We're pumping our lymphatic system. We're bringing circulation to our entire body, and we have an easy world here, doing it all on our home gym rebounder with handlebar. So thank you so much for being here in class with me today, for your daily commitment of these 20-minute classes that run Sunday through Friday here on I Jump Instead YouTube. And you know that you can get to the class live if you can, and if not live, they're here waiting for you, okay? So thank you again for moving through these moves with me and learning as you go. In each class, we do little different things, and you're progressing beautifully, and I'm so happy to see every single one of you in the comments section letting me know that you're here, you're committed, and you are check marking off your day, because 20 minutes a day is the best you can do for your health, inside and out. So fantastic work. I still would love for you to give me a little check-in in the comments section below. And thank you so much for answering my questions. I read every single comment that comes through, every single one, and I'm liking all of them. I'm getting comments on multiple videos, and so I wish I could respond to every single one of you, but I read and feel every comment that comes through. So thank you so much. Go ahead and leave me a comment below. Again, with the check mark, you're welcome to also tell me your favorite color, just for something fun to do. If you know how to click an emoji and you can pick an emoji color of a heart, you're welcome to give me a little colored heart emoji, and that would make me feel really good. If you do have any specific questions, please go ahead and join our private Facebook group, I Jump Instead, and you can come in and ask me questions, and everybody in that Facebook group will contribute and also answer your questions for you. Lots of people will answer and help you on your journey, okay, trophies? So I'll see you in class tomorrow. Have a fantastic rest of your poised trophy day. Keep your mouth closed for nose breathing all day long, which keeps your central nervous system balanced and calm. And then feel good all day long. See you soon. Bye-bye.